Our word of the week this week is enkakeo. I become tired, I lose heart, I become discouraged. It's a combination of en or in and kakeo, which comes from kakos. And kakos is bad or evil. So it is to do ill or to be in a bad frame. And by extension, what we see in the understanding of the word at the time is that being emotionally or morally tired or discouraged is sort of synonymous with doing bad. Let's look at a few examples, and as we look at them, keep an eye out for a common theme in the uses in the New Testament of this word. First up, Luke chapter 18, verse 1. All the readings today are from the ESV with the Koine supplied. And he told them a parable to the effect that they ought always to pray and not lose heart. And not lose heart here is me engakein. So it's an infinitive that's negated. Me engakein, and not to lose heart. So the purpose of the parable, Luke says, is to show that they should always pray and never lose heart or become tired. On the next Koine Corner, number 134, we're going to take an in-depth look at this verse, Luke 18:1, specifically at the interesting use of infinitives in that verse. So let's move on to our next example. This is 2 Thessalonians chapter 3, verse 13. As for you, brothers, do not grow weary in doing good. So below that, we see the Koine. Me enkakesate kalopoiuntes. So the reason that I wanted to put the phrase up is there's a fantastic play on words that is used here in 2 Thessalonians. So our word of the week, enkakesate, me enkakesate, do not become tired, do not grow weary, is paired with this participle. It is a present participle of contemporaneous time. Kalopoiuntes. Kalopoiuntes is a combination of kalos, good or beautiful, and the verb poieo, I do. So here, because it's a present participle, it's doing good. So remember, our word of the week, enkakesate, here in this verse, comes from kakos, bad or evil, and it's paired here with kalopoiuntes, while doing good. So the play on words is unmissable in Greek. Do not grow weary while doing good. The contemporaneous time, the participle of contemporaneous time is while you're doing good, do not grow weary or tired. Great play on words. Let's go on to another example, 2 Corinthians chapter 4, verse 16. So we do not lose heart, uk enkakumen, though our outer self is wasting away, our inner self is being renewed day by day. So he says, even though the outward signs of the relentlessness of time are undeniably affecting us, right? Like as you continually grow older, the mirror won't let you lie to yourself. He says, even though that outward reality of aging, of the passing of time is undeniable, we don't lose heart. Why? Because we have a day-by-day inner renewal. No matter what we see happening to the outside, we're being renewed day by day inside. Recently was the halftime show at the Super Bowl, and as my wife and I were watching, it occurred to me, because I didn't know almost any of the songs in the Super Bowl halftime show, oh, I'm an old person. like time is really having its way with me here. But what Paul is saying to the Thessalonians is there are things that are undeniably showing you that time is having its way with you. But if you're being renewed inwardly day by day, that's okay. Let's move on to our final example, Ephesians chapter 3, verse 13. So I ask you not to lose heart, me enkakain, over what I am suffering for you, which is your glory. So here Paul writes to the Ephesians and he says, please don't become discouraged. Don't lose heart because of my suffering. They are experiencing emotional discouragement on Paul's behalf because he says, my suffering is actually your glory. It is a blessing to you that I am suffering on your behalf. My mission in the world is to reach out to you and to people like you, and if that causes me suffering, it's okay because you are hearing my message and are being changed by it. So great stuff. So what's our word of the week? Enkakeo, kakeo, in a bad way, in a bad place. And what did I ask you to look out for? Look for the common theme. All of the examples are negated. Don't lose heart. Don't become tired. Don't become weary. Don't be worn down by X, Y, or Z. Right? So that's the way it's used in the New Testament, almost exclusively in the negative, or I should say, being negated. Don't lose heart. Don't grow weary. Even if you see the undeniable truth that time is having its way with you, don't be worn down by that because you're being renewed daily inwardly. Great stuff. Enkakeo, word of the week. Hope it was good for you. If it was, you know what to do. And until next time, Kars Kairene Humin, grace and peace to you.